Good morning, everyone, and welcome on in to the Adventure Network. I am your host, as always, Crafty Fox, and a good morning to roll as I pull up the list. A good morning to Kagan and to Robert. A good morning to Cognitive Hazard and Winterwolf. Welcome on in to Games with Jewel. And Chris, welcome on in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. I am already being stolen. That did not take long. That did not take long. But yeah, welcome on in, everyone. Welcome on in. And happy holidays for those who celebrated yesterday. Very, very happy holiday to those who... Oh, God, we got to open all these presents. Very happy holiday to all that celebrated yesterday. Having our own little celebration here right now as I open up all these poor ducks that have been trapped in boxes. So many boxes. Yeah, welcome on in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. How are we all doing this morning? As you can tell from my voice, I had a very fun holiday. Really? Long arm of the cat is stretching over the desk to try and get treats. There you go. Charlotte. But yes, if you can't tell by my voice, I had a very good day yesterday. Lots of talking. And I'm very tired. I think my social battery has been drained to the point of needing replacement. But that's okay. We're going to have a nice short stream today. Unfortunately, I did have some stuff come up this afternoon because holidays. Getting together with family members and stuff out of town. That we're just going to be having a short stream today. I can only go about 3 hours. This will be a very short stream today, but that's okay. So we're going to get into a game pretty quick, depending on what we decide to do. I haven't decided if I'm going to subject you all to more Last Caretakers or Luma Island. Because it's kind of pointless to dive into Lonesome Guild for 3 hours. But yeah, how is everyone out there in Chatland you doing? How are we all doing today? Hopefully everyone has had a good morning and had a very good day yesterday. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Luma Island because I know I've been doing a lot of Last Caretaker lately. It'd be good to get back into Luma Island and see where I left things off. I could just play Satisfactory. That is also an option, Cog. I don't have World of Warcraft. I think you mean Diablo. Yeah. Well, I feel like more Last Caretaker, but I've subjected you all to a lot of that lately. And good job, Yuki. Your treats are now on the floor. Good job. I'm doing good. Well, that's good to hear. That is good to hear, Chris. But yeah, we might dive back into Luma. I wish, Cog. Unfortunately, that did not last. People got busy, and the schedules didn't align. So I dropped World of Warcraft and been playing Final Fantasy. Oh, nice, Cog. What new food books did you get? I did see the trailer for that Winterwolf. And yeah, I'm going to probably pick that one up for next year. Because that's definitely a Christmas-themed game. I don't usually do, like, Christmas-themed games, though. Like, Halloween is really the only time that I try to stay on brand. Or on theme. I guess we did play a Valentine's Day game this year. Because we did Kaichu. And I keep trying to play a Super Animal Lesbian RPG. And just time doesn't work out for that. But yeah, that will wait for next year, because that is definitely a Christmas-themed game. Or at least a Christmas-coded game. And I'm sorry if you're hearing crinkles. I have a cookie. I have a cookie that I've decided that isn't going to wait until break time. I want it now. Because cookie. Delicious, delicious sugar cookies. Frosting. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I don't know about the second one, Cog. But Sulfat Acid Heat is an amazing cookbook. I have made several recipes out of that one, including the focaccia recipe. Yeah, it looks like Cuteness Overload, Winter. It really does look like Cuteness Overload. Very, 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 very much looks like Cuteness Overload. Yeah, that's fine. Stop yelling. Oh my god. Stop. I know there's a dense fog advisory. I'm well aware the weather outside sucks. It looks it, Kagan. I personally am looking forward to getting back on a normal schedule next week. These last couple of weeks have... I was joking with Zero this morning as we were eating a bite of breakfast together. Just trying to discuss what our weekend plans and stuff of that are. From Thanksgiving until New Year's Day, it is just a marathon in this household. And I'm going to be very glad that the holidays are over. I love the holidays, don't get me wrong. We had a really, really nice Christmas yesterday. Very nice, very thoughtful, very mindful Christmas. But I can't wait until obligations are done. Like, having to go be social with people. I can't wait until all that's done. Like, I am very much looking forward to next week and New Year's and all that. Because it'll finally be a normal week. It will finally be a normal week. Because we don't do anything special for New Year's. The only thing special we're going to do this year is that Wednesday. Wednesday next week, the 31st. We are going to do... Although maybe we'll do it on Thursday. And that way I can just mutiny on a crafting day instead of a game day. Because we need to catch up on our games. We're going to do our winter wrap-up next week. Just kind of do our tier list of the games that we played in 2025 and what next year is going to bring for the network. Not that there's any big announcements. Big announcement for next year. You're choosing my games. That's the big announcement for next year. I have been working tirelessly, and it's been difficult because the last couple of days I need to update the backlog. But yeah, big announcement for next year for State of the Network is chat gets to choose my games next year. And that's going to be scary, but it'll be a thing. Yeah. The reason you end up on your wish list. Well, it's a good choice. It's a good choice, Cog. I don't know if you've seen the Netflix series that goes with the book. But I'm pretty sure it was on Netflix. There was a little, like, 4 or 5 episodes thing. It was kind of like a promotional thing that went along with that cookbook. Where she did, like, a recipe an episode. But also, like, went into the history behind it. It was really nice, actually. Which reminds me, actually, I need to get the stuff to make focaccia. Because I promised the D&D group. I'm sure that somebody has it. I'm sure that somebody has it on the website that we use to watch things. If not, I will make sure it is there. Nope, head empty, no thoughts. Oh, and there's a yippee. Get a tired yippee from Crafty. Yippee! Yippee! But no, it's a good show. It's a good show, Cog. She visits the families, Samara, person who wrote the book, like, visits the families and, like, makes the recipes to them. Which is where the phrase bow to your taco comes from. That is where the bow to your taco phrase comes from, if you ever heard Zero and I say that one. Because it's true, you bow to your taco. That is true respect for Mexican food, is you bow to your taco. And I think I made a decision, chat, too. I think we are just going to play Luma Island for a little bit. So we'll do another, like, 15 minutes of just chatting, and then we'll dive into Luma Island. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was a Netflix show, Zero. And I remember watching it, but... Yes, exactly. Bow to your taco, then bite its little face off. You're not wrong. You are not wrong, Cog. And that's okay. Tacos are delicious. Now I want tacos, but it's like, no, I am done cooking. I am so done cooking after the last couple of days. Like, I am just done. I am tired. Even when the holidays aren't hosted at your house, still getting things together to prep and to bring to other people's houses, it's just exhausting. It's exhausting. On top of not sleeping the best because our weather here has been weird. Like, it's raining outside right now. The day after Christmas and it's raining and we have a fog advisory. And my old bones do not like the rain anymore. Boy, howdy, do they not like the rain anymore. I know. Next week will be a return to normalcy, I hope. Next week will be a return to normalcy. We'll get back on schedule with playing Lonesome Guild and Shadow Hearts. And then once one of those is finished, we will start. Once one of those two is finished, Lonesome Guild or, oh crap, I do have a review stream next week. That's fine, I'll figure it out. Lonesome Guild or Shadow Hearts is finished, we will start the Wheel of Chaos here, and it'll be fun. I have no idea, Onyx. It's like 40 degrees outside right now. It's weird. We're having a little mini heat wave here in Illinois, but it won't last. Next week it's supposed to be back to bitter cold and miserable. No normalcy. I mean, I'd like a little normalcy, Cog. Just a little. Goodness gracious. It's going to be 55 degrees on Sunday. And then 55 degrees on Sunday, and then Monday the high is 23. Yep, that's typical Midwest weather right there. That's typical Midwest weather right there. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it, Onyx. Tell me about it. Hey, welcome on in, Shen. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing? And yes, I will definitely do the space and the stretchy and hydrate. Alright, pardon me 1 second, because as you can't tell by my voice, I'm extremely, like, bleh. Bleh. Right back. Oh, allergies. It's December. Goodness gracious. It's the end of December, allergies. Why? Oh, that's right, because the weather is stupid. I have a kitty. My kitty is currently sleeping in the tree behind me. Yuki is currently in the cat tree behind me. Very, very unhappy, actually, because the sun is not shining. She is quite unhappy right now. Humidifier. No, we have a humidifier. No, we have a humidifier, Cog. It's just with it being damp and nasty outside that it's just bleh. It's just bleh. Just a little bleh. But no, they've just been bad since the weather warmed up a little bit. Yeah, it's been the worst since spring pollen, but right, yeah. No, I feel you there, Pixie. I feel you there. I think it's just because, like, we've got this sudden warm, and with all the dead leaves and stuff outside, the mold count is just ridiculous. No, so welcome on in, Paw Pads Gaming. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing? How are you doing today, my friend? We're just doing a little chit-chat before Crafty Go puts her... We're doing a little chit-chat before I go put my contacts in, because I realized I started stream without my contacts. That's how awake I am right now, chat. I forgot to put in my eyeballs before I hit the go live button. I'm awake. Really. I'm sitting here going, why am I having trouble reading the computer? I'm not that tired today, am I? And I'm like, wait a minute, do I have a migraine? Because I'm like, not able to read stuff. And then I blinked a couple times and went, wait. Oh, I don't have my contacts in. I haven't done that in like a couple of years. No, it's not been a couple of years. It's been a couple of months. It's been a couple of months since I forgot to put my contacts in. That's how tired I am, chat. I can't even... I didn't even realize I didn't put my contacts in. Oh, God. Or from yesterday, I expected it. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's definitely where I am at right now, Paw Pats Gaming. We are recharging the social battery today. At least for the morning. And then the afternoon, I have to go dispense my social battery again. But you know what? That's okay. It's the holidays. It is the holidays. Oh. Oh, I am doing that after stream, Paw Pads. I am totally doing that after stream. My mother-in-law got me this really neat tea. We've got a local tea shop that does like their own blends and stuff. And I think it's called Crimson Dawn or something like that. It's got the coolest name on the planet. But it's like, it's decaf, which is great. But it's like, what is in it? It's like red raspberries, hibiscus, currants, lemongrass, and a couple of other things. And it looks, oh, it might have red rooibos in it too. But it looks absolutely amazing. Oh, yeah. Although I might go for the caffeinated stuff. I might go for the caffeinated stuff this afternoon. I treated myself to a couple bags of Adagio tea because I was running low. And I think I got one called Yuletide Toddy. So it's like butterscotch tea. It's like butterscotch black tea. And I'm very excited about this. And what else did I get? I got the Yuletide Toddy. I got the rooibos chai, which is decaf chai. And I got like Earl Grey cream or something. Might be Earl Grey cream. I know I got 2 decaf or caffeine free and 1 with caffeine. And I think the one with caffeine is the Earl Grey. Yeah. You know, oh, and also, welcome on in, Lav. Welcome in. I was pontificating about tea. I don't know if it's available in your area, Paw Pads, but I actually can really recommend Adagio tea. You can get, what is it? I think their bags are usually 13 or 16 ounces for $10. And it's good tea. And they've got a flat shipping rate of no matter how much you order. If it's below $50, it's $5. At $50 worth of tea, you get free shipping. And I've been buying tea from them for like the last 10 years. Since Tigerschwender. Oh, well, you've got better tea than I do. You got way better tea than I do, my friend. I like Adagio. They're decent, and they're not owned by Starbucks like what's the other one? Tivana. Because Tivana used to be a separate company, and then Starbucks bought them and destroyed it. Because I used to buy tea from Tivana. And you know, it's funny. I could go on a whole tea rant here if I wanted to. I used to buy from a site called Secret Teas. Or like Specialties or something like that. It was a pun. And it was really, really good. And then Tivana bought Specialties. And it's like, okay, they bought it, but they didn't change anything. They just changed the name and raised the prices. Okay, fine. Whatever. As long as you didn't change anything, I'm okay with that. But then when Tivana got bought by Starbucks, it just got crap. Like, they got rid of half of the teas. The teas that they still have are not the same, and they taste stale. Yeah. So I moved over to Adagio and David Teas. And David Teas is okay. They don't have as good a selection as Adagio does. The only problem with Adagio is that a lot of times the stuff you want is sold out. So you either place your orders around the times that your stuff that you want comes in stock, or you make do with not always getting the tea that you want. They have also got the Bella Luna tea, which is the tea that they only sell during a blue moon. That stuff is delicious. I've got a bag of Bella Luna Blue caffeine-free tea, and oh man, is it good. It's also blue. Like, it's called Bella Luna Blue for a reason. It is bright blue. And when you mix it with milk, it looks like the milk. When you mix it with milk, it looks like the milk from Star Wars. Oh, so funny. And hi, yes, first hug, heck yeah. So welcome on in, Pixie. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Hope you and Little Pixie got lots of presents. Heck yeah, I hope that you and Little Pixie did get lots of presents. You deserve it. Yeah, Tivana is hot garbage. And I agree, Rip Tivana. Also, welcome on in, Riv and Pyro Fox and Melina. Welcome on in, and welcome on into Jiro as well. Yeah. And you know what's funny is that the pea flour that makes the tea blue, it doesn't actually add any flavor. Like, I've had the exact same mix of tea without the pea flours, and I cannot tell the taste difference. It's just kind of neat that my tea is blue. Yeah. Which is so dumb because it's not really competition. Tivana sells tea. Starbucks sells coffee. Like, how is that competition? Have you had lemon? Yeah, I've not added lemon to it. I don't actually like lemon in my tea, unless it's lemongrass. I'm kind of a tea purist. I like my straight tea, or tea with a little bit of cream, or milk tea. Milk tea is my new hotness, which that is my that is my Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to myself. I'm getting myself a new Yeti this afternoon or tomorrow to specifically be my tea Yeti. So, should my banging? Yeah. Everything unluckily ends up being Taco Bell. Yeah, I mean, Taco Bell is okay if you're in the mood for it. Ooh, that sounds delicious, Jiro. That sounds delicious. Oh, that's awesome, Lav. No, so welcome on in, Lav, if I didn't say hello to you, my friend. But yeah, rice cooker, there's also a steamer and a blender. Yeah, those are primo Christmas presents. 4 terabyte hard drive is also really nice, but I don't know. I don't know if that's like an indication of being an adult, but the hottest Christmas presents this year, as usual for our family, was Zero Wolf made his hazelnut fudge that we gave out to everybody. Our nephew made homemade beef jerky for everybody. My brother-in-law made booze. He does his own microbrewery. So everyone got a nice big thing of, I think it's a New Zealand Pilsner he made this year for everybody. We got the bucket of spaghetti sauce from my sister-in-law. Do you see a theme here? And then my in-laws did the money gift that they always do. Although, man, I gotta take a picture of this and just blur out the name. My mother-in-law has been taking art classes because she's retired. And she's been doing, like, watercoloring and colored pencil classes. Y'all gotta see what she gave us for Christmas. She did this absolutely beautiful colored pencil tiger for us. Like, holy crap. Just absolutely amazing. Like, that was the primo Christmas present this year from the family, was definitely that tiger. Also, good morning to you, Jindal. Sorry, I'm catching up now. But yeah, you notice the theme in our family is it's all handmade gifts, because with the adults, we just don't buy stuff. The handmade stuff means so much more. There's no tea. The tea drinkers will have no choice but to go to coffee. If there's no hot caffeine fix, it's probably the... Yeah, Shen. That is extremely flawed logic. Because the average tea drinker, if they can't find hot tea, they'll just go grab a soda before they'll drink coffee. Yeah, heck yeah. And that's the way it should be, Pixie. That's the way it should be. Oh my god, prime rib lunch? That sounds amazing, Jindal. That sounds amazing. I'm probably just gonna have cold brie for lunch. Leftovers from our tapas from Christmas Eve. Lots of money and too much chocolate. Yeah, I know that feeling, Melina. I know that feeling. No. It's a shift in perspectives, Labs. Because it's when people get you like kitchenware and stuff, it means that they're paying attention in many cases of what like you actually need for your kitchen. And the gift of handmade stuff is just primo. It's the gift of time. And time is something none of us have enough of. My sister's recipe for shrimp and crab tip. Ooh, that sounds delicious. French rolling pins and some natural... Nice! That's awesome, Pyro. That's awesome. And as the proud owner of a French rolling pin, those things are awesome. I love my rolling pin. And correct me if I'm wrong, Pyro. But for those who don't know, a French rolling pin is one where it's a solid piece of wood where the end is thicker and then it tapers out to the two edges that you use to roll it. So it's not like the shaft that goes through the dowel and then has the two handles. They're really nice. And they're usually like really nice hardwood too. I got one for Christmas, good lord, like 20 years ago. And I love it. Absolutely love it. 2 hours of lathe work. Yeah, I love my French rolling pin. I don't get to use it that often because I don't make like a lot of cookies and stuff, but when I use it, that thing is just the best. The sad thing is I think I've used it to tenderize chicken and pork chops more than I've used it to make cookies. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice, Pixie. I'm probably gonna stick with a Yeti, though. Like, I like the self-warming stuff, but I drink my stuff so fast that the self-warming thing doesn't really make a difference. Like, it's very rare that my coffee is cold by the time I finish it. I don't know if I really need the self-warming thing. They're cool cups, and it'd be nice if, like, we were doing winter hikes. But having a desk job and a work-at-home job doesn't really give much necessity for a self-warming cup. The Yetis are just fine. Just the goji berry tea. Yeah. Yeah. Goji berry tea is delicious. Oh, no. Okay, Rami got excited and blew a fart. Then, oh, no! Oh, that's adorable, though, Melina. That is adorable. Mine is only about 5 years old. Yeah. Yeah, mine's pretty old, because it was a Christmas present pretty early on. When Zero Wolf and I... Maybe it's only 16 years old. But I don't know. I don't remember if I got that before or after Zero Wolf and I got married. I don't remember. But I've had that thing for a long time. And I absolutely love it. Yeah, no, I get that, Shen. I get that. Okay, that's... Okay, now you have my interest, Pixie. You can brew the coffee or tea in the cup? Okay, now that's cool. That's cool. So welcome on in, Little Bit of Trouble. Welcome in. How are you doing? They're meant to be used as a meat tender. Hey, they work. They work. You just put a little saran wrap down and just go whack, 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 whack. Zero Wolf did finally buy me a meat mallet, though. Because I've been doing, like, schnitzel and spätzle and that kind of stuff. We have we haven't done schnitzel in a while. I should do that again. That's a nice, easy dinner, but not tonight. Yeah, mood there. Mood there, a little bit of trouble. I, too, am also waking up. This is how not awake I am today. I actually forgot to put my contacts in before I started streaming. Like, I got dressed because I had to take the garbage cans out while breakfast was cooking. And I'm like, okay, finish breakfast, clean up the kitchen. All right, now it's time to stream. I know it's going to have to be a short stream, blah, 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 blah. And I'm sitting here like, I don't know why I can't read the computer today. I can't be that tired. Oh, wait, blink, blink, blink. I didn't put my contacts in. So I'm going to have to go get up and put those in shortly so I can actually, like, read the screen without it being old granny size. Because I am the blind. Working on second cup of coffee. Yeah, I'm about halfway through my Yeti, and I might actually make myself a thing of tea after this. Yeah, that's really cool, Pixie. That's really cool. And I think, man, see, I don't know, because I've got a really nice tea maker. I got one of those ones that's like the single cup makers that you make it and then you press it on top of the cup and it dispenses the tea and leaves a loose leaf behind. But I also was gifted one of those Bodum, the really nice Bodum tea makers. Kind of like the Bodum French press, but their tea line. And man, that thing is so nice. I used to, Jindal. And then I got the Bodum. Actually, it was a weird series of events. Because we had a French press for the coffee and a French press for my tea. And that was great. But then the French press for the coffee broke. And instead of buying a new one, I just gave Zero my French press that I was using for tea. And said, that's fine, I'll just use my other tea maker. And then, like, a week or so after that, we were gifted the Bodum tea maker. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm getting a better tea maker now. Yeah, I got one of those too. I have one of those too for making, like, big batches of tea. And then usually, like, if I'm doing milk tea, it's just all in the stock pot when I do it. Oh, stretchies. Yeah. Well, I don't like thinking about it, Melina, because I know that one day I'm going to have to get bifocals sooner rather than later. Yeah, the Bodum teapot. That's what I'm talking about, Cog. Where it's got the little press for the infuser in the middle and all that. It's nice. Oh, that's a really nice French press, Jindal. That's a really, really nice French press that you can use it on the stove or other places. Nope, ours is just a little glass French press. And it works. It works great. We used to have a, we used to have, like, an automatic drip coffee maker, but we got rid of that ages ago. For just 2 people, it made too much coffee, and the coffee it made it wasn't good. So we just switched to the French press. It's a little more time and effort, but it tastes really good. Ooh, red oak. Oh, those have got to be beautiful, Pyro. Those have to be absolutely beautiful. Those of a single cup tea steeper. Yeah, I do too. I do too. First grade, the glass one I have is for tea. Yep. Really use it for tea. Yeah, I'm so much of a tea snob, Jindal, that if coffee ever touches the French press that I use for tea, I would never use it for tea again. Because it would... In my head, it always tasted like coffee. Once coffee touched the French press, you never got the taste out of it, no matter how many times you washed it. But that's just me being a tea snob. And yes, Pyro, you have said the magic words of woodworking. We have several woodworkers in Discord that I know would love to see your project. Alright, chat, but I'm going to put the Be Right back up so I can go put my contacts in. And I think we're just going to continue just chatting with Luma Island. Because that's about my brain space today. I think we're going to just... we're just going to chill out in Luma Isle so I don't torture you all with more Last Caretaker. We've been doing a lot of Last Caretaker lately. Not that I'm against playing more Last Caretaker, but we'll make a change. And Luma Island is much less brain power. So, give me a moment, chat. I'm gonna go put contacts in. I'll be right back. Okay, now I can see. Blinky back on. Like Last Caretaker. Ah. Okay. Alright then. Making cool things. We try. We try. I mean, we're definitely a creative bunch in Discord. Alright, chat. I will let you decide for me then. If you want... Sorry, brain work, please. Alright, so... I will let chat decide, because I don't care if we do Luma Island or Last Caretaker. Because they are both chill games. If you want Last Caretaker, 1. Just type a 1 in chat. If you want Luma Island, type a 2. If you don't care, just do some weird emoji. I don't care. All the choices today are chill games. And then we'll get back to a normal schedule next week. So, amusingly enough, the only thing that has actually been voted for is Last Caretaker. Oh, you crazy beans. You crazy, crazy beans. If we do Last Caretaker, I have to actually, like, do stuff in that game, because I have just been meandering. Although for fun's Riv, I think I found the place that you were talking about. Just here for the chats. Fair enough. Alright. Alright, well, we'll do Last Caretaker then. Get a little bit further and actually, like, do story. Yeah, I found the O2 facility. Oh, now it's tied. Now it's tied. We got 1 vote for Last Caretaker, 1 vote for Luma. Just to even the vote. That's fair, Pixie. That's fair. And I am kind of indifferent because the thoughts I had in my head were Last Caretaker, Luma Isle, Fantasy Life, The Girl Who Steals Time, or Animal Crossing today. So I don't really care. It's just... Tired Crafty is tired. Cackles evilly. Heck yeah. I expect all the evil cackles. Yeah, we need 1 more vote because it is actually tied right now. Ooh. Lav, right now is an absolutely excellent time to get into it because the expansion just dropped. The free DLC for it just dropped, so you're getting into it at an extremely good time. Just fair warning. You can beat the game in about 30, 40 hours. You will not beat the game in 30, 40 hours. If you like that style of game, you are going to put a lot of hours into that. I didn't know Fantasy Life was an option. It was a thought. It was a thought. And we could boot up Fantasy Life. I'm just doing quests because I'm endgame in Fantasy Life right now. Ooh. If you're doing that mallet of red oak pyro, that's going to be beautiful. I mean, we could throw a wrench in the works and just do Fantasy Life. That's also an option. I just turned in a bunch of Magician quests, and I was working on the next tier of Magician, actually. You know what? Heck it. We're going to play Fantasy Life. I mentioned it, and now I want to play it. I mentioned it, so now I want to play it. Well, hold on, though. No, because I'm very endgame, and I don't want to give Lav spoilers. I am definitely endgame Fantasy Life, and I don't want to give Lav spoilers. Ah! I don't know what I want to do, chat. I don't have a brain. Make decisions for me. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Pixie. I won't mind. I will just forget about it later. Alright. Well, then that decision has been made. Give me a moment. Get my Switch booted up. Oh, nice. Well, that was the stream. Well, that makes sense. That totally makes sense, Pyro. That's what I thought. I'm gonna have to save my game. I was playing Romancing Saga last night. So, uno momento, por favor. Save my game in that. Yeah. Admittedly, I'm just a little fried. I'm a little fried after the last couple of days. But as long as people are aware that we are late game fantasy life, we are very, very late game fantasy life. Actually, chat, there is one other option. Do you want to see the Murder Roomba game? Do you want to see the Murder Roomba game? I'll have to download it really quick because I didn't end up actually grabbing it yesterday. But yeah, do you want to see a Roomba with a knife? I wish I was joking about that. Yes, to Murder Roomba. Murder Roombas are always a good thing. All right, give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. We'll play Murder Roomba. I saw a review for this yesterday, and I'm like, I have to get this game. And it's $2. Romancing Saga Minstrel Song Deluxe Edition International. That is exactly what I have. That is exactly what I have, Pyro. Ooh, and what did your brother get you, Jiro, if you care to share, my friend? What did your brother get you? This is gonna be so silly. There we go. Happy with my gifts. I am too. Granted, most of my gifts were food or money, so it's a little hard to not be happy with that. I think, Zero Wolf with the tattoo, though, I think is the best Christmas gift this year. Closely followed by that, colored pencil sketch of the tiger. There's not so much. Yeah, I want to. Oh, nice, Jiro. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Alright, hang tight, chat. I'm waiting for the game to download. I meant to buy it yesterday, and then I fell asleep on the couch playing Switch. But we'll do a couple rounds of Roombo. And if that doesn't pan out well, then we'll switch over to Fantasy Life. Oh, yeah, I'm stuck. Yeah, I would like to get a Roomba someday. I just don't know how Yuki would react to it. And I don't know if our house is even a house that you can have a Roomba in. I mean, we have a ranch, so at least it's all one floor. But there's so much crap on our floor that I don't know how well the Roomba would function. Oh, that's awesome. So you trick wrapped. That's amazing, Talon. That's amazing. Yeah, food, things to make food and clothing, and a nice hot sauce kit. Yeah, that sounds like excellent Christmas presents there. Charmander said nice. I figured, Talon. Autocorrect is on a rampage today. Scratch off adventure cards for... Oh, that's cool. That's a really neat idea, Cog. That's a very neat idea. No, so welcome on in, Shadowwick. Welcome on in. How are you doing today? How are you doing, my friend? We are just waiting for a thing to finish downloading, and then we will get into the game. Yeah. Well, it's not so much that we don't have clutter. We don't have clutter, Pyro. We've just got stuff. Like, the underside of our bed is where all of our summer clothes are stored. And then in the spring, we switch them out and we put all the winter clothes under the bed. So the Roomba would never be able to get under the bed. The Roomba wouldn't be allowed in the craft room, just period. The Roomba would also not be allowed in Zero's office. So it's like, you can't get under the bed in our bedroom because of the stuff that we store under the bed. It'd do pretty good in the living room. But we'd have to pick up all the cat toys. Now with LiDAR? Really? Do tell, Cog, because I didn't know that there was LiDAR with cleaning robots. Oh, that's awesome, Jiro. That's awesome. A Roomba brand robot. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. And that's my fear. That's my fear too, Pyro. Is that we don't have that big of a house. And minus a couple spots, like the craft room and Zero's office are definitely cluttered because they're kind of dumping rooms. But the rest of the house, it's clean. It's not cluttered. It's just that we have a lot of stuff that's stored like under chairs because we don't have that big of a house. Yuletide blessings. Heck yes. Yuletide blessings to you as well, Ichigo. How are you doing today, my friend? How are you doing? Happening tomorrow since sister's going to be... Yeah, well, that makes sense. That makes sense, Shadow. I've got more Christmas stuff happening this afternoon, hence the short stream this morning. It really is just like the 3 days of Christmas here. Cheaper, more effective than the camera systems. That's awesome, Cog. And flash them to keep them off the internet. Ooh, see, now that's nice, Parker. That's nice. That is a useful thing to know. We are really going to play a Murder Roomba game. Okay. Oh, shoot. I got to put out an episode of Tales today, too. All right. Are we ready for Murder Roomba, chat? Are we ready for Murder Roomba? Yes. Quacking the ice. Save. This is going to be so ridiculous. Ooh, you got Mjolnir. All right. Explain you got Mjolnir. Are we talking like a Mjolnir necklace? Or is this like a statue? What did you get, my friend? What did you get that is Mjolnir? I need to turn this on. Come on. There we go. All right, so that is on. I just need to turn on the capture card. There. Now you should be capturing. This is going to be ridiculous, by the way. So the name of this game is Roombo First Blood. Roombo First Blood is the name of this one. And it's going to be ridiculous. Kid's name with the big ass. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Ichigo. Gallery locked. Oh, that makes sense then. That makes sense then, Pixie. Sorry. Dreamback Roblox. If we ever get one, I'll look into that. And we'll come on in, Pantera. We'll come in. Yeah, I just don't know how well Roomba would work in our house, but if we got one with LiDAR, maybe it would. Honestly, getting like a used Roomba and fixing it would be like my thing to do. So welcome on in, Matt. Welcome in. It's foam but a short. Still, that's really cool, Ichigo. Yeah, I know. This is going to be ridiculous. Original scheme, rotate your body and move backwards and forwards. Makes you feel like a robot vacuum. Move freely in 360. No. I will do classic tank, thank you very much. No. Ah, there we go. Classic tank. Yes. So, can you hear music, chat? It's very quiet. Ooh, a plasma ball for Christmas. That's awesome, Pantera. Voices and turn-based also dark. What? Ooh, Thaumaturge. Oh, you're gonna have fun with that one, Lav. I played the demo for that game. Thaumaturge is quite fun. Alright, so I guess the premise of this is we are a Roomba. Oh god. We are a Roomba. Oh god. We are a Roomba trying to stop a robber. This is ridiculous. No! Stop! I cannot move fast! No! I died already! Cleaned 55%. Alright, now I understand how the movement works. God, this thing is slow. You know what's funny, Pantera? I have a funny story about lava lamps. I got a lava lamp for Christmas one year. And was very excited about my lava lamp. I absolutely loved it. And the lava lamp came with a little registration card. And they're like, hey, if you register your lava lamp, you'll enter into a raffle to, like, win a lava lamp. And then, no joke, I registered my lava lamp. And I won the raffle. So I got, like, a 30th anniversary lava lamp, too. Oh god, we're actually cleaning his footprints? That's amazing. So, how do we get a weapon? Or can I, like, just ram him with the Roomba? Oh, there's a knife! Hold on. I have found a knife. How do I pick it up? Oh, here we go. Honk. Oh, yeah. We have a knife, chat. Hack mode. Hack? I don't know what hacking does. By the way, this game is 99 cents on Steam. Apparently I'm just failing. It does have a tutorial, Cog, but I mean... Again, bear in mind that this is a $1 game. This is $1 on Steam or $2 on Switch. So I'm not expecting it to be like the best thing on the planet. No, I'm caught in a corner. You can't get me. I just stabbed. What? No, Roomba. No. Oop. Again, Cog, what do you expect for $1? I'm not expecting, like, Game of the Year AAA insanity. It's $1. I did not expect this to be a, like, well-polished game. It's $1. Well, if you don't like it, then you can not watch. Like, I'm enjoying it because it's stupid, and it's $1. This is definitely one of those you get what you pay for things, and the game is trying to tell me what to do. I'm just ignoring the instructions as usual. That was not what I meant to do. It's a dumb game. It's not supposed to be, like, well optimized or anything like that. And like I said, the game does have a tutorial. I'm just ignoring it. Because it is telling me what to do. I'm just not listening to it. And I've intentionally went with the harder controls because it's funny. It's extremely hard to play games, too, when they're being ripped on in chat. Just enjoy the stupidity. That's all I ask. I mean, I've kind of figured it out in like 5 minutes, so this isn't terrible. It's silly, that's for sure. And I don't know where the buggy part was coming from because there's no bugs. It's just... what it is. Okay. So I think what I did last time is I accidentally shot the knife. So I don't know what happened to my knife. I have lost my knife somewhere. Okay. Well, I'm baiting him places, so that's good. This is so dumb. Oh, hold on. This also might be better on a keyboard, but... yes! Yes! Ha 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 ha! Come on, buddy. No! Oh no! I got kicked. Come on, there's got to be more I can do for this guy. All right, hold on. What can I do? Okay. Let's see if I can't get him underneath the light. That is a lot of blood for getting smacked by a ceiling fan. Hey, and thank you, Bunny Fist, for continuing to be an executive producer for 47 heckin' months. Alright. Come here, buddy. No, 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 no! I blew up again. Ah. Oh, you're fine, Ramon. We will complete this. Alright, so I am learning. Alright, suck up the knife. Gonna hold the knife. Stab. Yes! Now, he's gonna come through here, which means I just have to wait until he crosses underneath that ceiling fan. Yes! Come on! Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him! Yeah! Yes! Oh, this is glorious. Alright, we're gonna honk. Come on. See, now that I figured it out, this is great. I'm gonna try. I don't know if my angle is right on that ceiling fan, but... Oh, it's gonna drop right on his head. Yes! I love it that... Nope. Alright, what else can I hack in here? Oh, I can hack the window. Why would you hack the window, though? Oh! Dude! Did I just kill him? I think we just won! Yes! Now I have to clean the house! Oh my god! Well, we got rid of the intruder, chat. Now I have to clean up the blood splatter. Welcome on in, buddy. Welcome on in, my friend. How are you doing today? I don't know. Apparently the Roomba just ate the dead body. Okay. Well, there's your answer, Chintal. Apparently we ate the dead body. But yeah, welcome on in, buddy. Welcome in. Okay, so for $2, chat, I think I'm getting my entertainment value out of this. Aww. We got a B rank for cleaning. I like how it's got meat giblets, too. Oh, I like how it has meat giblets. Oh no, did I just accidentally do the same level again? No, okay. Hold on. Nope, we're gonna hit you with that window. Nope. Roomba with the knife! Roomba with the knife! Hey! You can't get me while I'm down here. Can I drop anything else on your head? No, don't think I can. But in here. Oh, I can do this. Oh, no. Well, hold on, hold on. What does this do? Oh, no, 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 no. Hack. Hack, hack, hack. Yes! Ow! No, I exploded! My smart homes are dangerous. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Alright. So, first things first. Must acquire knife for stabbing purposes. Hold on. Nope, 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 nope. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Time for stabbies. Stab. Oh god, this is great. Come here, buddy. This might hurt me too. God, we are just owning this guy. We are just owning this person. Come on, come with me. Come with me. You will see a world of OSHA violations. Get him. No, I missed. I missed. No. Yeah. Oh, good. Hi. Come here. Come here. Come on, I want to set you on fire again. They do look like dog ears. You're not wrong. Get on fire. Oh god. Am I trailing entrails? I think my Roomba is trailing entrails. Yeah, major squish. Now we just gotta find the other person. Okay, good. Come on. Hey, you just walk right in front of that TV for me. No, 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 no. You gotta come over here. Yes. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I'm kind of focusing on murdering everybody first. I probably should be cleaning up the blood lab. I don't know if that actually did anything. It did not. Now I'm getting the hang of the tank controls. This isn't too bad. Yeah. I love how it all happens in slow motion, too. I do appreciate how it all happens in slow motion. Come here. I do too, Winterwolf. This is 100% worth, like, the $2 I spent on it. 100%, this is worth the $2 we spent. This is ridiculous. Out of my way. Come in here. Oi. Come here. Gotta be something in here I can hack. Oh, there's another window. Beautiful. Come on. I don't know what this does. Did not do what I wanted it to do. Man, I don't know if you're lined up with the window, though. Come here. Will be now. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, it's Home Alone with a Roomba. And... tap. Boom. Oh, I'm a little murder machine. Hear me, for I'm a little murder machine. Come here. I wonder what happens if you shut the door in his face. You can kill them with a door. Noted. Was he dead? Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, well, Merry Christmas, everybody. We're now a Roomba that murders people. And yes, you only get a minute. So my thought process, Parker, is the strategy is probably you clean up after you kill the first one. And instead of going on a murderous rampage like I do, if you want the best score, you probably, like, clean up as you're killing things. I admittedly was focusing a little too much on the murder half. I also imagine that if you had full 360 controls instead of what I did, which is the tank controls. Not bad, not bad. I saved both valuables. We got both the intruders neutralized. My accuracy with the traps was 75%, and we got 23% of the house clean. Yeah, pretty much. I am all murder, no clean. Cool. So yeah, that is Roombo. That is Roombo, chat. It's very silly, and I hope that you think this is as funny as I do. But let me catch up on chat here. Alright, I said hello to Running Paw. What about the dead body? We ate it. Go Roomba, B for blood. Yeah, exactly, Bunny Fist. Smart homes are dangerous. Yep, does look like there's dog ears on the Roomba. Yes, and then Roomba was a stabbing to the burglar gonna die. Yep. Yeah, the Roomba's gone evil again. Like a mad scientist. Yeah, I know. I have a bit of a maniacal laugh, Running Paw. Stop Murder Hobo Wing, but Murder Hobo Wing's fun. Yeah, that's the impression I'm getting, Pantera, is that you can still pass if you kill the things but don't clean. But my guess is if you only clean, you're not going to advance. More Home Alone. 1 minute to clean. Like a freaking more. It really is Winterwolf. Security system that cleans. All murder, no clean. And thank you for that, Running Paw. Yeah. Well, we can do one more level because I want to do one more level, and then we'll go muck around in Fantasy Life. This is a very silly game. Actually, I am curious. How much easier is it? Actually, don't think I can change the controls once we're in. No, I can. Hold on. How much easier is it if we go to the free movement? Oh, it's way easier if you have free movement. The funny thing is, it's actually harder to control the Roomba when you have free movement. Although that maybe is because I'm used to the tank movements now. Get wrecked by a ceiling fan. Ah, you cannot escape me, for I am the Roomba of death. You cannot escape me. Come get bopped by a window. Bop. Bam. Let's clean up a little bit of this sanguination that's happening. Oh, no, 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 no. Roomba, no. Come here. Come on, rooms. Do 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 do. It is the Roomba of Doom. And bam! Go ahead and clean up a little bit of this blood. Oh, jeez. No, come on, hit him. I missed! No! No, I missed! No! You were doing so good. You were doing so good. It is the Roomba version of Rambo. Oh, that's awesome, Bunny Fist. That's awesome. Hi, Euchers. I know, your human is making all kinds of very concerning noises up here as she cackles, killing people with a Roomba. This is stupid. Also, I love the fact that when you take out the knife, the Roomba gets little hearts for eyes. Oh, there's two of them in this room. Ooh, that's a challenge. Oh, look at me being all useful here. Oh no, this is not gonna fly. I'll take the hit if it hits her with a ceiling fan. I don't think it's going to. Oh, nice. Ah, I heard the follow noise. Yeah, welcome on in, my friend. Welcome on in, and welcome to the ranks of the Muses. Please do help yourself to the abundance of cookies in the break room. And remember, there are no shenanigans here, only cookies. Hit the window, hit the window, hit the window! 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 No! Window! That was close. Out of my way. No! I exploded again. So this gets exponentially harder. This gets exponentially harder with the more enemies that are in the house. Now I'm stuck. Oh my goodness, I managed to not die there. I know you can see me. Might not have timed that right. Come on, hit him. Yes! Alright, so that's one. Unfortunately, I'm a wee bit damaged right now. And there's a trap right there. Oh, that was not the direction I wanted you to go, but that's fine. Bap. Ah! And I'm dead. Yes, lots of shenanigans. Definitely lots of shenanigans. Alright, one more try, Chad, and then we will go, one more try, and then we'll go, do shenanigans of the fantasy life type. There are definitely shenanigans going on. Come here. Ooh, nice pixie. Alright, so that one's been hit. What I wish I could do is get two of them with one trap. That would be delightful. It'd be nice if I could get two of them with one trap. That's a little harder than you would think it is. She says as she goes into a room. No, don't kick me, it's rude. You're gonna get bapped. No, don't get caught on door frames. God, this is great. Oh, this is so ridiculous. Come on, let me through. Let me through, let me through, let me through. Come on, I can hit him with fire again. I didn't get two of them this time. What? How did that not hurt them? Oh. It was mad, Best. You should, Zero Wolf should give you his recipe for, fudge. It's super simple and super tasty. Alright. Enough blood Roomba. That is entertaining, though. For $2, I think that was worth it. And thank you for the hugs, Melina. Thank you for the hugs. That was ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, $2 on Nintendo, $1 on Steam. And Steam might be a little bit easier with the mouse controls, but I was enjoying playing that on Switch. Because that is a ridiculous game. Yeah. Lighthearted and very silly, which is exactly what I needed this morning. Hi, Euchers. Hey, welcome on in, Bird Tree Bird. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Hello, Yuki. What are you doing? Are you confused why the garbage trucks came by today? Poor Yuki's so off schedule right now.
Oi.
Little Yuki is so off her schedule right now. Because of the holidays and all that. She has no idea what's going on. Okay, so like I was saying, chat, I am very endgame with this. We are quite endgame with this right now. And I've just been going around trying to knock off quests. Because I'm very much procrastinating finishing the game. Because I think what I was doing was I was trying to get my combat life up to get this fleece. Oh, what'd you get, Birch Tree? What did you get, my friend? Please do tell. What did you get? No, I want to... You're on the wrong job. That's why. Magician. Use skill on enemies. I need to get Mystic Punishment 1. So what is Mystic Punishment 1? Oh, that's nice, Birch Tree. That is definitely a more expensive one, but that'll be fun. I would assume, though, if it's a sealed box, you're probably not going to open it. Are you keeping it for collecting, or are you going to play it? With a sealed box, I'm guessing you're collecting. Where is Magician? Now I'm going to play it. Ooh. Difficult to find one. I'm going to play it. Okay. Very, very, very cool, Birch Tree. Very, very, very cool. That's going to be fun. I'm trying to think. I think Omega Ruby was my favorite out of that series. What was it? It was Omega Ruby and something Sapphire. Okay, what is this skill I'm supposed to be having? I want to see it because I never got the chance to buy a brand new game in the store. Now there's another store. Well, that's true. Alpha Sapphire, thank you. That is true. I would suggest, Birch Tree, because it is a sealed copy and you're going to play that, plug it in sooner rather than later to make sure that the cart has not gone bad. Like, I would plug that in. If you're going to actually open that, I would plug that in sooner rather than later just to make sure that the cart hasn't gone bad or that it doesn't need a new battery. Because that is an older game, and you want to make sure that it works. Mystic Punishment. Okay, so where is Mystic Punishment on the skill board? Yeah, and if it doesn't work, Birch Tree, it's probably just a bad battery. Because I'm pretty sure that those had batteries on the carts, and replacing the battery in those isn't too terrible. Sorry, I'm trying to find... You're on the wrong class, Crappy. I'm trying to find Mystic Punishment. Birch Tree got Omega Ruby, Daichi. A sealed copy, which is nice. I mean, as long as it works on one, you're good for all of them. But those older DS games, sometimes are a little persnickety, but you should be fine. Well, if it's a sealed copy, the cartridge shouldn't have been messed with, Birch Tree. I mean, a sealed copy is a sealed copy. You are the first person to ever plug that one in. Yeah. I mean, it's possible they could have resealed it, but that's rare. Okay, where is this? Where is this ability? Am I just blind, chat? Is this something I already have and I'm just being a potato? Is this something I already have and I'm just being a potato? Wouldn't surprise me. Me. Meditation, switch magic, thaumaturgy. Arcane guard, arcane heal, shooting star. No, I'm missing something here. Mystic punishment. So where the heck is Mystic punishment? Because I was thinking of the original ones. I was thinking of the Game Boy Advance cards, Birch Tree, because my brain was going, oh wait, that's right, they're remakes. You would think, Aragon. But no, you're right, Birch Tree. I was thinking of the original Ruby and Sapphire, which were the Game Boy Advance versions, not the DS versions. They've remade those games so many times that my brain is melty. It is that. That doesn't make sense, though. And so welcome on in, Azulio. Welcome in. It doesn't make sense that that would be it, because that's the hero level, which is the next level, and I can't get to that level without, getting that ability. So where is Mystic Punishment? Because you would think that it's one of these. I mean, not counting the Switch games that already made 2 sets of games. I'm trying to think of these. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's what your interpretation of a remake is, Birch Tree, because I count Black and White 2 and X and Y. Did they do second series in X and Y? I don't remember. My brain is too tired today. I can't even find the ability that I'm looking for right now. I forgot also I could do this. Yeah, I didn't think that they redid X and Y. I do know they did Black and White 2. And Platinum technically isn't a remake. Neither is Green. They're just a third game in a series of 2 games. So I don't know where this Supernova skill is. Wait, is Supernova my... Yeah, I know it isn't a remake. That's why I said it wasn't a remake. Technically, ZA is the... Yeah, you're true. That is true. ZA, Z Alpha is technically the follow-up to X and Y. I could have swore that they redid the original Red and Blue at some point, though. I'm probably misremembering, but I could swear that they did a remake of Red and Blue at some point. Maybe I'm just having hallucinations again. Yeah. Because, yeah, you're not counting, Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, which technically, I guess, those are the remakes of Red and Blue. The crappy remakes, though. Yeah, and Yellow isn't technically a remake, it's just a third game in the Red, Blue, Green... Well, fourth game, really. And there's Crystal, which is also a third game. Okay, so I'm not crazy. They did remake Leaf Green and Fire Red, so I'm not that crazy. At least not about that. I thought they remade Red and Blue at some point. Yeah, we're not counting the Switch games, Azulio. Or at least Birch Tree isn't counting those. Alright, I'm losing my mind, so I'm not going to worry about that. I am not going to worry about that one quest. We're just going to do a different quest. I don't know what this Mystic Punishment is. I can't find it. Where's Watch Your Head? Where is Watch Your Head? In the depths. Alright. That's going to be here in the present. Yeah, there we go. To the depths. Yes. I have to listen for Roombo on Steam. There's a sequel, Justice Sucks Tactical Vacuum Action. Oh god. I'll have to look at that later, Winter Wolf. And yeah, I saw Daichi. Yeah, I knew they did remakes of Red and... Well, it was Red and Green, not Red and Blue, but still. Yeah. Well, and much like dinosaurs, Birch Tree Bird, I'm old enough that I don't remember all of them anymore. Like, I used to remember the names of all of the different Pokemon, and I am just too foggy to remember them all now. I am too old to remember things. Too old and too tired. That's fine. We're gonna romp around in this game, because this game requires absolutely zero brain power. Which is delightful. I enjoy the games that take zero brain power. One thing I have been doing, though, it's just probably a naughty thing, is I haven't been focusing on what my party is. I've just kind of been using whoever suits my fancy and trying to keep everyone leveled up. Ooh. Have you tried, if you're doing that lab, have you ever tried cooking your rice in milk? Because if you've never tried that, cooking your rice in the rice cooker with milk instead of water, and throwing a stick of cinnamon in there too, is really good. It's called grit. If you know what grit is. It's Swedish milk rice, and it's so delicious. I need to make another batch. I'm not very good at it, though. The old Wii game, How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one, Birch Tree. But yeah, this game, for those who haven't seen it yet, this is Fantasy Life I, the Girl Who Steals Time. It is the sequel to a 3DS game? I think it was on 3DS, called Fantasy Life. Where it's... How do you even describe this game? It's basically a make-your-own-adventure kind of game. Like, you've got this giant job board, and you can choose any job you want at any time. Like, you've got 5 combat jobs, 4 gathering jobs, because there's 4 now, because of farmer, and then the rest are crafting jobs. And you can do any of these at any time you want. So it's honestly, it's kind of like the same feeling as playing an MMO without, like, the online stuff. It's super fun. Yeah. Yeah, I have it for 3DS. I didn't finish it. Oh, that's fair. That's fair, Lav. That is fair, my friend. I am lucky that if the milk has been cooked, it doesn't bother me too much. Hi, buddies. I remember I had to repair them. Yeah. I can definitely see that, Birch Tree. That's not a game that I played, but I am very familiar with the How to Train Your Dragon series. I love the movies. I haven't seen the live action one yet, and I don't know... I don't know if I want to. And yes, I did just switch my party specifically to mine this. Why do you ask? I'm terrible. Come on. This should be the spot. Boom. Boom! Stop. Underwriters get multiple night theories and custom. That's cool. That's cool, Birch Tree. I have a Wii. I wonder how much that one goes for these days. Although I need to be good. I have a list of games that I want to get at the retro game show we're going to in April. I need to actually stick to that list. But yeah, welcome to How I Play and why I have not finished this game yet. No joke, I haven't rolled credits on this game and it's kind of sad. I have 35 points to spend. I probably should spend them. Let's see what we got here. Mining plus 15. Mining plus 10. What's this one? Special skill damage. Crit hits. Let me look at what we're... Yeah, we want that. We want Orebreaker level 3, please. Yes, give me that. No, I need to be an adept. Rude. Fine. What else can I get? Sure, we'll get more EXP. Ooh, I bet you that's super pretty, Birch Tree. Particularly the dark red. Welcome on in, Drawley. Welcome in, welcome in. I know these EP feels. I know these EP feels, my friend. Definitely know the EPs. Okay, that's cool, Birch Tree. That's very customizable. Yeah, I don't have enough for that. We'll get that later. Let's see. Plus 15 mining. What does that get me to? That gets me to plus 20 mining. Plus 30 mining. Ore Buster. Sure, I guess we'll work towards Ore Buster. Yes, I can. I'm gonna have to, like, actually focus on doing the things that I need to do for this, aren't I? I have not been very good about, like, actually doing the jobs to, like... I've not been very good about actually doing the jobs to, like, their advancements. I've just been playing. So I wonder what I need for the miner. Blue jackpot? I wonder where you find that. Superior blue ore deposits. I found one. Fire mana. Oh, Let's work on the magician for a few minutes, and then we'll switch to something. I need to focus. Otherwise, I will just do anything. I have to set goals for myself in this game, otherwise I will just do whatever. Yeah, that's really nice to have. If you need some good pressure cooker recipes, I can give you some nice ones too, like how to make pozole. That one's really easy. I also have a recipe to make spaghetti in the Instapot or pressure cooker. It's not the best spaghetti on the planet, but it's nice for a quick meal. Pretty sure I made a blue and white. There's nothing margin. Dang, that's awesome. That's awesome, Birch Tree. Reminds me a little bit of the light theory. Making white on a night theory really does make me think of like the light theories. Yes. Wish I can fix soup in it. Yeah, you can. You 100% can, Lav. I have done soup and stew in my well, not Instapot. I've done soup and stew in my pressure cooker. What have I done in there? I've done chicken tortilla soup. I've done unstuffed green pepper soup. Pork pozole. I've done chili in there multiple times. We've done refried beans in it. I prefer to do those on the stove, though. I think they taste better. But if you're in a pinch and you need to do it fast, it does work. I don't have the cooking levels for this right now. That wasn't the quest I was trying to do. I'm like, that was not the quest that we were trying to do, but sure. I think Zero is falling asleep in the office. Poor Zero. It is such a boring day for him. There's nothing going on. He really should have had the day off. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with a small pressure cooker. Like, we have two. We have a big one for making big meals. And then we have the small one when it's just... Dang it. When it's just Zero and I. Hate it when I do that. I accidentally exited out of the menu while we were, mining. But yeah, we are definitely in the grindy phase of fantasy life here. This has kind of been my jam the last couple of days. Because I know there's the Animal Crossing update that's coming in about 2 weeks, which I'm very excited about, if y'all didn't know that. There's a pretty big Animal Crossing update that is going to be coming out on the 15th. That I'm very excited about. But I've pretty much done all the housekeeping on my island to get ready for the update. And there's not a lot I can do now until I get Rossetti. So I am waiting for that whole Rossetti thing where he can pick up all the flowers. And then I'm going to be doing massive renovations to my island. Good, Drawley. You deserve a break, because you've been working really hard between school and skills that pay the bills. Nothing wrong with taking a month off when you're in college. I know I did. But where are these bats that I'm looking for? You say that they're in here, game, but where? What is that? Boulder. Hold on a second. Allergies. Sorry about that, chat. So I don't know if I am just misremembering, but isn't there a way to put waypoints on the map? I could have swore there was a way to do waypoints. If I'm just losing my mind, I could have swore there was a way to put waypoints on this. And I'm wondering if I have a waypoint set somewhere else and that's why it's not letting me do this. I wonder. No. If I did, it was probably out here that I did it. I still have a bunch of missions and stuff that I need to do in here, too. I don't know. I could have swore that there was a way to do waypoints in this game. Maybe I'm misremembering. When I found 2 weeks boss orders, it encouraged me to take time off. Heck yeah, Drawley. It sounds like you've got a really good boss. It really does sound like you have an excellent boss that understands that burning out their employees is not the way to run a business. And that's good. I wish more bosses understood that. Alright, Jeffrey, why are you in the party? You have way too high a level, dude. Jeffrey should not be in the party. Alright, let's go ahead and take care of these guys. Nice! Perfect dodge! Perfect dodge again! Done, done, and done. Let's take out the big guy. Well, that's true. That is true. Everyone has their downsides, but it really does sound like your boss at least understands. Let us annihilate the baboon. And down. I have spent a lot of time leveling up my characters, if you haven't noticed. I have spent probably too much time in this game just leveling up characters, because this is what I do to relax. Is I will just boot up this game. I've only got 1 woodcutter? Interesting. I thought I had 2. I was like, I also need to go in the Gynamorcia to get more characters. You know, it's kind of sad I've barely touched Gynamorcia, which is the big overland world in this game. I've barely touched it. It was so stupidly fun though, and you can just disappear into it for a while. You can 100% just disappear into this game for hours and just not care. It's so easy to do. So easy to do. How is Chatlandia doing? So I'm kind of getting wrapped up in my video game and just relaxing. I am very much just getting into game and relax. Trying to find the bats. I wish... I don't know, chat. For those who have played this game, Fantasy Life, am I crazy? I could have swore there was a way to do waypoints. I mean, maybe I'm just losing my mind, but I could have swore there was a way to do waypoints on the map. Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't think I'm crazy, though. Also, last bit of sewing. That's awesome, Dolly. That's got to be a wonderful feeling. It has to be an absolutely wonderful feeling as you get close to the end of the project. I am still working on the pair of gloves that I was working on for my niece that we started on stream last week. Unfortunately, I had to rip out a bunch of the work I had already done because unfortunately I made a mistake that was pretty significant, so I had to rip it back to square one. Let's pause after that. That's awesome. That's awesome, Drawley. Don't mind me, I'm just gathering all the crap on the floor and then we'll switch over to our woodcutter and cut down the trees. And what's up, Pantera? What's up, my friend? What is up? There's definitely a pathway. Ooh. Ask a buddy. Oh, we can take it down. We 100% can take this tree down. The socks again because the size had to be a bit... Oh, no. Yeah. Of which, oh my lord. Speaking of socks, Pantera. Speaking of socks, my friend, I might be doing something very stupid in the near future. This is ridiculous. I was enlightened to the fact that there is a pattern out there for a blanket-sized sock that you can wear like a Snuggie. And I kind of want to make it. I'll be honest, I kind of want to make it. But yeah, I've also got another pair of socks that I'm on the cuff for. I just need to finish them. One of the things I keep bringing them places to finish them, and then I never do. Because it's like, oh, I need to finish these socks, but if I finish them and I don't have another project to work on, what am I going to do? It is kind of shaped like a sleeping bag, Pantera. I can link the video in chat. Give me a second. Because I don't know if you're on our Discord or not. What is it? Creativity Studio, I think? That's where it was popped in. What's the free game from Epic today? Game I already have. Boo. Boo, I say boo. It was the name Picks and Clips that they yeah, that's fine. That's why I'm looking for it. I just had to remember where they put it. There it is. But yeah, that should link you to the video. But yeah, it is basically a sleeping bag sized sock. It is utterly ridiculous, and I kind of want to make it. It is utterly ridiculous, and I kind of want to make it. I won't lie. It looks all kinds of awesome. That's right, I was going to equip my characters. The only thing I'm trying to figure out from the video right now is how much yarn she used. Because the way it's worded, it's funny. You're welcome, Pantera. Yeah, the way the video and the description are worded, I'm trying to determine, because I haven't had a chance to watch the whole thing. I skimmed over it pretty much. I haven't figured out yet if she used 7 skeins or 14 skeins of yarn, and I think she used 7. I am fairly sure that she used 7, not 14. 14 is a lot. Well, I wouldn't start it right now. I wouldn't start it right now, Pantera. That's a later project for sure. Yeah, it's worsted weight though. It's worsted weight yarn. I mean, if you're making a if you're making a sock as big as you are as a human, I understand why it's big. Yeah, no, it's not sock yarn. It's made with worsted weight. She's crazy, but I don't think she's that crazy. Ooh, I'm gonna save up for that. Actually, I want to make sure that everyone's got equipment. 10 to 1, I bet you she doesn't have equipment. Because I am a potato. I was right. Yes. Crappy equipment, but it's better than nothing. You also don't have equipment. What's wrong with me? Fine. I need to make equipment for my characters, too. You know, it's kind of funny. I have not been very good. I have not been very good about keeping up with equipping my characters. And I have a feeling that once I'm done doing what I'm doing right now and trying to get my magician up to at least level 50, I will have gathered so many supplies at that point that doing blacksmithing or something like that is going to be so easy. Because we have so many supplies from gathering. But I will not deny, I've been kind of not doing anything with the crafting jobs. Because I figured the crafting jobs are kind of like the last thing you do. I don't know, maybe I'm completely off base. I also need to go out and collect more characters in Ginomorphia. So many things to do. There are just so many things to do in this game. It's like, what do you want to do today? It's kind of like The Sims, but more storyline. Definitely an excellent vibe game, though. But yeah, how is Chatlandia doing? I'm grinding Minecraft. Oh yeah, and everyone likes different kinds of grind. And this is my kind of chicken soup game, where I can play it while I'm like watching a movie or something, because it doesn't take that much brain power. Ooh, I hope I can get rid of this. Oh, yep, it's gone. I was just knitting over my parents. That's awesome. I did not. I didn't even bother bringing my knitting to Christmas. Christmas at my in-laws is very hectic and frenetic. Yep. Yeah, Timberborn's another great game to just kind of vibe to. I don't know. No, I didn't burn myself out on Timberborn. I've been avoiding Timberborn because I don't want to get sucked back into it right now. Because I know I still have to do Satisfactory. Okay, I see what the problem here is. I keep switching out characters and not switching out the gear. That's what I'm doing. I really need to go take out the blacksmith and get more armor and stuff. Yeah, I haven't done a lot in Timberborn because I know they did the big update. No, Timberborn had that big old update, and I haven't done much to explore with it because I've been playing other stuff. Been playing a lot of other stuff. Yep, out-ish. What's up with the ish part? What's with the ish part, Parker? Let's be honest, Timberborn I think is a game that will never be finished, kind of like Satisfactory. Gotcha. Yeah, and ironically, I don't think I even notice if things are in test or not, because I've been part of the experimental branch of Timberborn for so long. It actually hurt a little bit. No, come on. Thank you. We'll leave that on for a few minutes. Yeah, technically it's done, but they keep adding stuff to it. You're not wrong, Daichi. It is out of early access, but it's not done. They're still adding a lot of crap to Satisfactory, and I am not upset by this. I actually need to really get into Satisfactory because I haven't touched the Christmas event yet. I haven't done anything with the Christmas event, and that's probably bad. I'm gonna have to spend like 2 days doing nothing but Satisfactory to get it all done. Excuse me, I would like to chop this, please. Come on, where's the sweet spot? There it is. Why am I a potato today? Why am I a potato? Hey, welcome on in, Erdenshire. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Come on, where's the sweet spot? I'm doing alright, Erdenshire. For it being the middle of December, my allergies are acting up. So I sound like I have a cold right now. I really don't. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good today. Recovering from the holidays, for sure. Recovering from the holidays, for sure. Just kind of why we're having a vibe day today. We'll get back to our normal schedule next week. Yeah, that's what's happening, Crafties. You keep switching characters. You keep switching characters because you're trying to get everyone up to the same level. Olivia, I know, is equipped with gear right now. We're not going to take out Fang. Food allergies and the cold. Yeah, fair enough. Really? I just switched out my miners. Why? I just switched out my miners. Oh, I will say this. This is a quality of life thing they added to this game, is being able to switch your party out in the field. It is really nice. It is really nice being able to switch my characters out in the field. Yeah, true that, Melina. True that. I mean, truth be told, I almost canceled stream this morning because of how tired I was, and I'm like, no. Even though I've got something going on this afternoon now, I at least can do a couple hours in the morning. Speaking of, chat, I hate to say this, we've only got about 45 minutes left. This is why I didn't want to do Lonesome Guild today, is I've only got about 45 minutes before I gotta go and get ready for another social event. Ooh, magma ingots. Those are fun. Okay, so this was not the way to go. I'm betting we need to go here. Oh, ignore that. Oh, so welcome on in, Theo. Welcome in, welcome in. Getting a quick stretchies. Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts. I could have swore there was a way to do markers in this game. I could have swore there was a way to do markers on the map in this. I think my friends from others haven't planned anything other than New Year's. Yeah. Well, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day were supposed to be the only planned things. But now I've got dinner out with my stepmom and my aunt on Sunday. Saturday we had D&D planned already. And this afternoon, we've got another social engagement with family. Which isn't a bad thing. It's just a thing. And it's like, okay, yeah, I mean, it's the holidays. My stream schedule is very malleable for the weeks of the holidays. Because given the choice, as much as I love you all, chat, given the choice between hanging out with family or streaming, I'm gonna go hang out with my family. Particularly when they're out-of-town family that I don't get to see often. Oh, hello. Judging from the appearance, is broken beyond repair. There's parts scattered everywhere. I was hoping you were going to give me parts. I've been this way. Covered in rust, down here for a long time. Nothing. So close. Yeah. Yeah, I wish my parents, well, my stepmom, I wish they lived closer. It sounds like my aunt might be moving back to Illinois, though, because she lives out in Arizona. And she might be moving back. I think she's crazy. Because who would want to move back to Illinois? But that's her decision, not mine. Yeah. Yeah, that is fair. That is fair, Pantera. Where I have relatives living in multiple different states. Like my stepmom and my aunt, for the moment, live in Arizona. My cousin lives out in California. My step-aunt lives out in Florida. My other cousin lives up in Wisconsin, so... And all of these places are a minimum. Wisconsin is the closest, and that's still a 4-hour drive. Everyone else is, we're taking a plane. I would like to... Oh, come on, I'm not in combat game. Hush, I am not in combat. Oh... Amusing times. Y'all getting sick of me switching characters yet? Are we getting sick of Crafty switching characters yet? Because I know I'm getting sick of it. Who has gear? I'm a little tired of switching all of these people. Who has gear right now? Is there a lot of tanks? What do you mean? What do you mean, Drawley? I never did ask how the volume was on the game. Hopefully it's okay. I would like you to unequip everything, please. I'm not using you, I'm not keeping you equipped with gear. So I think what I'm gonna do is instead of doing what I've been doing and just randomly switching characters, I think we're just gonna focus on a couple characters. So I stop having to switch gear every 5 minutes. Because I'm starting to get a little annoyed with having to switch gear all the time. Glenn, I'll leave equipped. Hilda, no. It's been about 8 years since I had any. Yeah, well, that's fair. That's very, very fair, Lab. I'm lucky that I still have family around. Alright, so no one should have stuff except for Glenn. And then you've got stuff. You've got stuff, and you've got stuff. So I actually could unequip Glenn. So let me de-equip Glenn here. And then we will up his stuff later. I bought Roomba. Well, enjoy it, Raichi. Enjoy it. It seems like an extremely entertaining game. I guess we'll level him up. Just realized I have 2 paladins equipped, so I probably should get rid of one of them. Alright, Olivia. Let's see. I would like to switch Olivia out with Glenn, who I just got rid of all of his equipment, too. But there, that way I've got a paladin, a fighter, and a magician. Now I just need to remember to keep those 3 as the characters I am doing stuff with right now. Good. You get the best goodies now. And you probably won't change gear. Oh, you did change gear. Interesting. Actually, hold on a second. I am currently running around as a magician, so I probably should make sure that I'm equipped first with the best stuff. Which I am. Now equip Glenn. Or, what's his name? Colin? I think this is Colin. Word, I am so brain dead right now. Alright, let's go beat up on some gorillas. And then forget that I don't have that attack equipped right now. Oh, shut up, monkeys. Get shooting starred. Interesting, excess items were converted into dope. Apparently I've got excess items right now. I wonder what I'm capped out on. Not that it really matters. So, where are you going, Crafty? I guess we're heading up here. That seems like the logical place to look to see if that's where my quest is. Oh, biscuits. Hold on. Oh no. Have I been wasting time here? Oh no, I just realized something. We're trying to hunt bats. I wonder if they only come out at night. No, it says both. It says both. Also, I just think I figured out why I wasn't getting the, oh no. I think I figured out why I wasn't getting the thingy. The waypoint. Yes, words. Yeah, I had the waypoint set somewhere else. That's why I wasn't getting it. You're telling me there's bats down here, but where? Those are razor beaks. Those are jackals. Those are bun-buns. There they are! Awesome, we found the bats. I'm just a potato and was going to the wrong place. There. Jiminy Christmas. Now I know where I'm going. I threw a doctor? What do you mean, Red the Coyote? And also, welcome on in. Welcome on in, my friend. How are you doing today? Is there a tree in here? Boy, howdy, was there. I'm gonna cut down a tree. Because this levels up. Oh, it's apples I'm topped up on. Interesting. Oh, and me just switching out characters to make sure I level up everybody. Ridiculous. I can't wait until we get more, excuse me. I was gonna say, you better. Nice, got it the first try. But yeah, sorry for the low energy brain fog crafty today. I am doing my best, and my best is here. Is that where Dr. Patient when they start throwing? Oh, fun! Yeah. That sounds fun! Exciting at the very least, Red the Coyote. Oh, man. This time of year just... Tempers are short. And I remember when I was working in a doctor's office, this was not my favorite time of year. People got so ornery at the end of the year. It's like, what do you mean I can't get an appointment for surgery before the end of the year? Ma'am, it's the day after Christmas. I am sorry we're not going to get you in for surgery this year. Your carpal tunnel has been there for the last 5 years. It is not... Your lack of planning is not my emergency. What do you mean you can't squeeze me in before the end of the year? No. But yeah, it definitely sounds like you have an interesting job there, Red the Coyote. I was on the secretary side of things in a doctor's office, not the security side, but I do remember having to call security a couple of times. Oh, totally. Totally, Pantera. And it seriously was a lot of... There was a lot of your lack of planning is not my emergency at the end of the year. Because people meet their deductibles and then they're like, oh yeah, I'll just get surgery scheduled the week after Christmas. No, you won't. Like, ma'am, it is the day after Christmas. You are not getting in for surgery this year. What do you mean? I mean exactly what I just said. Yeah, pretty much, Melina. A lot of people also don't understand that at the end of the year, doctors keep stuff open for actual emergent things. Like, particularly if we know the weather was going to be bad, we would keep a bunch of appointments open for slip and falls. It's trying to show up in my size being split. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Reddy. Exactly. There's a little guy at 6'6". Yeah. Oh, I'll be honest with you, Red the Coyote. I have seen more conflicts resolved by a big dude just crossing their arms on their chest. Like, I have seen more issues resolved with a big dude crossing their arms across their chest than I have seen with actually needing to take action. Witnessed that many times with my friends and my brother, which is delightful. Well, yeah, exactly, Urdenshire, exactly. And I mean, the exception to that is there are cases of carpal tunnel which actually are emergent carpal tunnel. I remember getting carpal tunnel during pregnancy is one of those things that is actually an emergency. Because that can lead to some really bad things if you've never had carpal tunnel before and then all of a sudden in like your 7th month of pregnancy, your hand goes numb. Yeah, then we need to do emergency surgery. But that is for very specific cases. And that's not common. Yeah, well, exactly. Exactly. Oh, and I just think about some of the things I have seen. You know what? I've still got my miners out. Let's go hit some mines, and then we'll go actually do the class. I am so meandering right now. I didn't realize I need surgery on my knee till March. Yeah. That can happen, though. And I would guess, Red D, you probably, what'd you do? ACL, MCL, or meniscus? That would be my guess, is ACL, MCL, or meniscus. Yep. How did I know? How did I know? Yeah. And the meniscus is such a weird part of your body, too. For people who don't know, the meniscus, it's a part of your knee that helps with, like, the gliding of the joint. The funny thing is that most people, by the time they hit their 60s, already have torn, either partially or completely torn the meniscus in both knees. It is extremely common to have a torn meniscus or a just non-existent meniscus by the time you hit 60, because it's just one of those parts of the body that naturally wears out over time. And usually it doesn't require surgery, but if you get a tear and it catches, like your knee just locks up, then they have to do something about it. And usually they just take it out. Like, you can't really repair a meniscus. The blood supply is crap. Yeah. A lot of people do that, Red D Coyote. A lot of people do that. Because they don't think it's anything, and it ends up being far more serious than they realize. Because I know I've had a scare with my appendix before. Ended up just being a really, really, really bad period. Nurses were mad at me and made me promise to come in if I had any pain. Yeah. On that, pain tolerance is one of those things that it's a double-edged sword. Like, it's great if you have a high pain tolerance. Not so great if you have a high pain tolerance, because it makes larger issues seem much more minor than they really should be. I remember when I broke my wrist and the doctor's like, "What's your pain on the pain scale?" I'm like, it's like a 5 or a 6. And he's looking at my x-rays like, how is that a 5 or a 6? Most people would be at like sweating, can't concentrate pain level, and I'm just sitting there talking like a normal human being. Ugh. And the upside of that is that I can get a tattoo and it doesn't bother me. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Red. The only reason I let Zero Wolf convince me to go to the ER the night that I broke my wrist is because I knew it was broken. Like, it was broken to the point that I could visualize the break. And it's like, yeah, that's not good. Oh, it does, Earnshaw. Personally, I like it. I like it when you go to the doctor's office and instead of asking you what your pain is on the pain scale, of like, what's your pain on a 1 to 10, they hand you a piece of paper with a whole bunch of smiley faces on it, and they ask you to point to the face. I think that is way more accurate than asking you what your pain is on a scale of 1 to 10. When they hand you that sheet of paper that's got like the, 20 or 30 faces on it, and they're like, okay, point to how you're feeling right now, is way more accurate. Way more accurate. Than just asking what a person's level is. You get a much more accurate answer for sure. Alright, we're doing Glenn and Knight Steiner. Not Steiner. Crap. Whatever. I'm not gonna cut down. No, Crafty, cut down the trees. Those are good trees to cut down. This is why I make 0 progress in this game, by the way. This is why I make 0 progress. I am way too distracting. That's half the fun. Yeah, no, I agree, Erdenshire. Remember, clouds, big letters, high pain tolerance, yeah. I don't know what my chart says. I know that when I go to the dentist, they say don't do the jaw test because I can dislocate my jaw if I do that. Yay, TMJ, I can dislocate my jaw. It's a fun party trick, but not a good one. I knew that when I moved, yeah. It is a double-edged sword for sure. Alright, so we are slowly heading to where we need to be to kill those bats. Which is actually going to kind of suck because I don't think that there's going to be enough bats. Alright, that said, friends, give me a quick second. I need to go use the washroom real fast. We'll be right back into the game. It's warm enough outside, chat, that there's a weevil in my living room. I really don't like stink bugs. And it's warm enough outside that there's one in my living room and it's trying to dive on me. Point to the face, it feels more accurate. Have you felt this pain before? I've been feeling it long. But now that yes. Oh no, Erdenshire, the question of are you doing anything to cope right now? How is that working? Is such an important question when you're asking people about their pain scale. And I wish more doctors asked that. And another one that a doctor, I think, should ask when you're discussing the pain scale is, does it affect your daily routine? Or do you avoid things because they hurt? Those are extremely important questions. People would be very surprised how often... You know what? We're going to take out Jerry. Because Jerry is also a ranged attacker, and I can take him out for a little bit. Yeah. Because I will definitely say that there have been times where I have avoided tasks because they hurt. And that tells you something. Particularly if it's something you really enjoy doing. Like, straight up, if it's raining outside, I don't knit. Which sounds really funny. But like days like today where it's kind of gloomy and rainy outside, I won't knit today because I know if I do, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, it's peaceful. It's very peaceful, Birch Tree. Are you on something is usually the first question that gets asked. Yeah. Is very true. Or are you taking something for the pain? I would like to continue taking the stuff that I took. Unfortunately, it's expensive until I get a card for it. It's quite absolutely hilarious that my doctor suggested doing that, and he's like, no, I'm not going to fill out the paperwork. Really, dude? You're the one that suggested that I do that. Whatever. Do you not have snow? No, we don't, Pantera. All of our snow is melting. It's 42 degrees outside right now in Illinois at the end of December. But Sunday, we're going back to 23. We're just having a little bit of a warm-up right now. I don't like it, to be honest. Yeah. No, we haven't had snow in a while. It was raining this morning. It was actually raining this morning, but that's going to stop over the weekend. Owie! Stop it! No. Rude. Beetle balls from heck. Knock it off. Oh, I'm great at combat in this game. Have I been doing 7.4 at all yet? What part of 7.4, Theo? I have done all of the new raids. I've done all of the new raids that are available. And I have done the first of the new MSQ quests. I have not done the second MSQ quest yet. We're probably going to end up doing that this weekend. The new raids, though. Oh god, the new raids. I need to do the Christmas event today, too, before it expires. How'd I feel about the first heavyweight fight? Let me think. That's the fourth fight. That's the third fight. That's the second fight. Who's the first? Oh! 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 That one! That one! Honestly, I like it. I like it, Theo. I particularly like the music in the first of the new heavyweight fights. Out of the 4 new ones, obviously the fourth fight has the best music. Considering who wrote the song and sings on that one, of course that has the best music. But yeah, I like the first, third, and fourth fights. The second fight sucks. Because I just don't like the music in the fight, and it's kind of meh. Yeah, which is why I'm being extremely vague. I'm being extremely vague with those, Theo. The third and fourth fights are fun. But the second fight was kind of playful. It was playful. And I like the music. The only thing I will say about the second fight of the new fights in Final Fantasy XIV for the raids is the second fight, what's my age again? Like, that's the only thing I hear when I'm playing when I'm doing the second fight is what's my age again? Music not counting M3, M2, yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think I like... If we're just talking about the heavyweight ones, I would agree with you, Daichi. Obviously, M4 has the best music. Like, holy crap, does that have good music. I heard the third of the song from the one, and Honeybee Lovely supposedly talk back. No! I haven't heard that theory, Theo. I have not heard that theory. But please elaborate. So the fight from M2 and Honeybee... Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, definitely would. Definitely would, Daichi. Hold on. I am reading on stuff. Playful. Music counting import. Is Intern Rill a bot or a person? Right now, Intern Rill is a bot. Right now, Intern Rill is a bot. However, Intern Rill does have his own channel that I very rarely will stream from. Right now, though, he's just renamed Streamlabs. He is renamed Streamlabs. Yeah, that's an interesting theory, Theo, and one that I'm going to have to look into. Because it wouldn't surprise me if they did something like that. They have a person-looking chat name. Yeah. And the reason they have a person-looking chat name is because they are my second channel. Intern Rill is my alternative channel that I very rarely use. I would like to use it more when we do our Fremen Fridays. I just haven't been able to get it working right with doing the co-op streaming thing. Oh dear. I forgot to switch characters. Oh, I guess we're fighting this bat. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I did, Theo. But I've been having trouble with getting my Intern Rill verified. Because it wants me to give a phone number to verify him, and it's the same phone number I used for Syl. Or, not Syl. It's the same phone number I used for this channel. So it's being a little persnickety with me on if it wants to let me verify him or not, which is dumb. I just need to get like a Google number or something and assign it to him. There we go. I just need to get a Google number to assign it to the second channel. Yeah, it is a pain. Having a second channel is a pain, but the nice thing is that then I can stream on the second channel without having to worry about anything. And y'all won't lose your stream streaks. That's the biggest reason why I stopped streaming Fremen Fridays with Zero as a co-stream thing, is that people were losing their stream streak because of it, and I felt bad. Oh! Crap. Yeah, and you just redid the party. Hold on, gotta pull out my farmer. Gotta pull out my farmer. Gotta do this right. I love Pino. She's trying to link these. Yeah, I wish you could, Theo. So notification enable use for other profiles. I haven't gotten that to work, Pantera. I tried that and it wouldn't let me co-stream with Zero. So maybe it's a setting on his account that we need to change. Oh. Oh. You have got... You have got to be kidding me. My farming level isn't high enough, chat. Oh no! My farming level isn't high enough! Oh no! Alright, well, we're gonna cheat. We're gonna try to cheese this a little. Not that I have a lot of time to cheese this. How did what happen, Birch Tree? How did what happen? You know what, I can do this really quick since we're here anyway. There's no requested veggies, is there? No? I have turnips. Have those. Got a bunch of carrots, so have those. No. A bunch of these. What else do we have a bunch of? Just the turnips. Keep plunking down turnips, or excuse me, radishes, because we have a bunch of them. There. Alright, so that is that. Now, we are going to go to present. We're going to go to base camp. Do I want to go to base camp? What is that? I wonder if that's the new stuff. Don't mind me just thinking. Alright, we're gonna go to base camp and then I'll go back and take the teleporter back to that. Oh, I haven't leveled it up, Birch Tree. It's probably also because I don't have the best gear for the farmer. So I'm gonna see what I can do about fixing that. I haven't spent a lot of time upgrading my farmer. So that's probably why I don't have the skills. It happens. I should be able to get them really quick, though, because it's probably a matter of I just have to upgrade my gear. No. Also, I love this music. Hogrim's music has to be my favorite. One of my favorite tracks in this game is Hogrim's music. It's so just... It has such a vibe to it. Alright, what do you want, Ian? Need your help with something? Can you bring me the materials? I need them for my work. No. I'm not fishing right now, dude. Sorry. You do not get the fishies. I do not want to do the fishies. Alright, water my plants. Water my plants. Water my plants. Ooh! Look at that big boy! Look at that big turnip boy! Okay. I always have trouble doing this. This is really hard to do when there's only one person. I know this part is designed for multiple people, and it's sad that I don't really do this multiplayer. Do the best I can, though. Please hit him. Might get level 2 this time. That should up my farming skills a little bit. Alright, all the potatoes are planted. Awesome. Okay, so everybody is watered, and that did not a lot. So let's see what we can do about... upping my skills. What? Hi. Can I give you a present? Yes, you can. Is it a new hoe? Sure. You know, I have to say, the representations of the characters that you find as objects are hilarious. Some of them are really funny. Alright, well, let's see what we can do about making myself some new equipment for my farmer. My farmer. I don't know if I have a crafting table in here or not. It's been so long since I did this. What am I doing? I've already forgotten what I was doing. Head empty, no thoughts. Alright, I need to make sure that all of my crafty dudes are properly equipped. So, gathering, that's fine. Crafty dude. You should have equipment. Thank you. Tailor, sure. You should have equipment. I doubt we're gonna need an alchemist for this. Carpenter, you're also equipped. Because we might need carpenter for stuff. Probably don't paintress right now. And no, I will not call them anything but a paintress, because that's how my brain works. I don't know if I have a crafting table here. Oh. None of the above. Come on. Request. That's right, I can make my minions make stuff, but why wouldn't I just do it? Alright, now the fun part. I need to remember how to do this. It has been a while. It has been a heckin' while since I did stuff like this. And I'm pretty sure there's a way to sort this. I'm fairly sure there's a way to sort. Yeah, filter. Here we go. I would like... Can I sort by life? I can. I would like... you're not telling me. Okay, so I cannot sort by what I thought I could. Boo. That's fine. Give me the hoe. So you can only sort by what is making it, not the... Crap. So you can only sort by what's making the item, not the item you're looking for. Boo. That's fine. Alright, we just need to find a hoe here. What do you think of the new raids in Trial? I love the new raids, Lav. Particularly M4. I really enjoyed that one. I very much enjoyed M4. I've only done Mistwalk? Or Mistwake? Man, I really want that, but we do not have the stuff to make it. We do not have the stuff to make that yet. Hopefully I'll have it soon. Well, I guess we're making this. Guess we're making this. I should be able to make that. Because yeah, I'm already at 721. I'm already at 721. We can craft the daylights out of this. We can craft the ever-loving daylights out of this. So yes, please, let's do that. Oh god, the music in the new raids is amazing. Alright, I gotta focus for a second. No! Crap. Great work? Why is it only great work? That should be better than great work. I screwed up too much. I don't know. Craft again. I should have max crafted that. Or because I made one mistake. Oh, you had it right, Crafts. Come on. Come on. Perfect. Good. Charge time reduced, charge time reduced. Okay, well that's handy. I got my EX peeps. I would like to choose a different recipe. Now let's see what we can do about getting me some armor that will help. See, what I find fun here is that it doesn't actually tell you. Like, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't think it actually, like, tells you, like, what it does. 'Cause, yeah, I get that it does material stuff, but tell me what... You're not telling me what I want you to tell me, game. I want you to tell me if this boosts my cooking or my other stuff. Like, you're not telling me if this is going to give me a boost to my farming or anything like that. Welcome on in, Batman. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing? New raid boss mommy. I mean, they're not wrong. Ignore that thing about last caretaker, too. Yeah, but you're not telling me. Like, I don't know if any of this is actually going to give me an upgrade to my crafting. See, I could have swore. Why have I never made those? No, you have made those. Why am I not wearing them? See, what I want to know is what... Oh, nice, Batman. Nice. See, I wish it would tell me, like, if this gives me, like, upgrades to, like, fishing and stuff. Because I was hoping that I could kind of cheese it a little bit. I was hoping that we could cheese it and see if... Oh, that's a request. I was hoping that I could cheese it a little bit and just get my level up with my equipment. Unfortunately, it's not telling me what this is gonna do, which is annoying. Like, I want to try to get my farming level up high enough, and it's not telling me what this is doing for farming. Farmer, farmer, farmer. There it is. Yes. See, we're almost at 400. Like, I'm at 352, so that's not terrible. Hmm. So, minus farming, how do I get my farming level up to 400 so we can get through that turnip? How do get level up? Hi, Monica. What do you want? These have a lot of different faces and emotions. I'd love to see more sides of your personality still. How about it? Something like this? You're just gonna emote at me. Cool, I got another emote. This is how little I have spent in my villages. I don't even have all the emotes unlocked yet. I'm a potato. Oh, crap. I don't know how to get my... How do I get that up to 14? Or 400, rather. I mean, I've got 11 points I can spend. So let's go ahead and do that. That'll give me more farming. Grab that. Alright, let's grab more EX Peeps. And grab more EX Peeps. Going out, noticing it. Yeah, it is a lot like Animal Crossing. It's extremely hard to describe this game because it is so much of everything. Like, legit, it is hard to describe this game because it's got echoes of Animal Crossing, it's got echoes of playing an MMORPG, it's got echoes of The Sims. Like, it's kind of a pick whatever game you want to think is inspired by, and you're probably right. And more than anything, it's just relaxing. Oh, this is the new stuff. This is the new expansion here. But you know what? It is actually time for me to go get ready to go do stuff. I was not paying attention to what time it is. So I actually have to save and go find someone to raid. Whoops! I was supposed to end at 12 today, and it's quarter after. So, kind of an abrupt ending today, chat, but I actually need to go find someone to raid quickly because I'm supposed to be done right now. I need to go get ready and go do stuff. So, sorry, my friends, but yes, I have to go find someone to raid pretty quick. Yeah, I know, I wasn't paying attention, Argon. I was not paying attention. So, let me find someone nice for us to raid. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed just kind of vibing today. And welcome on in, Tank. Welcome on in, welcome on in. Hopefully you've been lurking for a while, my friend, because I'm about to raid out. Oh, man. I said it before, chat, and I mean it. I cannot wait until after all of these holidays are done. And also, I see that you had a stream streak there, Firewing. I'm sorry I missed that. Yeah, it was definitely a vibe stream today. You know, I hope that people enjoyed. I know it's been kind of a scuffed couple of weeks with the holidays and all that, but next week things should be going back more towards normal because the holidays will be over. My family will be back home and out of town again. And we'll be back to doing Lonesome Kill to hopefully roll credits on that soon. And hopefully also wrap up. That's easy. And hopefully we'll also be able to finish Shadow Hearts. Alright, but because they were the first person to pop up on the list, and I have not rated them in age. It has been ages since I rated them. We're going to raid on into Jindal today. They are playing some Tunic, so I think you will very much enjoy spending some time with Tunic. Tunic is an absolutely amazing, relaxing game that... Also, with the amazing, relaxing strummer that is Jindal, you all will enjoy the rest of your day. But yeah, sorry for kind of the abrupt ending, friends, but I was not keeping track of time, so I actually need to get going and get ready to head out in a little bit. But yeah, thank you. Thank you as always for spending time with me. It's Friday, and there is no stream tonight as Zero Wolf will also be taking the evening off to relax. So yeah, no streams this weekend. So I will see you all on Monday, where we are going to be getting back to normal. For the most part, we're going to be getting back to normal next week. So yeah, I hope that everyone had a wonderful holiday yesterday. If you've got any more festivities going on, hopefully those things will be wonderful for you as well. Have an excellent, relaxing, productive, and fun weekend. I don't watch the time. I don't. But everyone have an absolutely fantastic weekend. And yeah, I will see you on Monday. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Remember to always, always, always stay crafty. I'll be seeing y'all again real soon.